Today, I'm going to show you guys how to install iCloud on your Windows computer. This is great for being able to synchronize all your photos, your videos, your passwords, and so much more. So as I get into it, smash that like button and let's jump right into the desktop and take a look at what's going on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've just loaded up a Google Chrome here and I've just gone to apple.com because what we want to do is we want to navigate over to the search bar here. And what we're going to do is we're going to search for basically iCloud for Windows. We're going to go ahead and just search that in Apple. The reason I'm doing this rather than using Google is that I want to go direct to source. I don't want to necessarily click on any kind of scam-based websites where all they're trying to do is scam you by grabbing your basically username, passwords, and basically looking to drain you of any potential funds. So to prevent all of that, we go direct to source, right? Google can be great, but let's face it, there's a load of scam ads running on it. Now, here we can scroll down just a little bit. We can see download iCloud for Windows. We're going to give that a click and it's going to bring us up to this section right here. Now, because we're on a Windows 11 machine, essentially what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to, or at least give us a direct link to the Microsoft Store. You could also search for this on the Microsoft Store, but I find that again, going direct to source is going to be the safest option, and you can never be too safe when it comes to your data in 2025. So, there's also, older versions as well, right? You can also click on older versions here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on this link, which is download iCloud for Windows from the Microsoft Store. That should load up the Microsoft Store. We'll find out in a second. Let me just fast forward. Okay, so it's loaded this one up just here and it's asking me to download. I'm going to go ahead and download this and it's downloading it directly from here. So it is on the iCloud Store, and what it has actually is not, I don't have to log in to do this, which is quite interesting. I would have thought I would have had to have done that. You could also view it in the store on your desktop if you've got the app installed. So that's downloaded. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and basically just load that. It should load up in 1 second. Okay, so you can see here that it is receiving information from the Microsoft Store, checking system requirements. It's basically just doing its thing. Just give it a moment here while it starts to download. I will be back in 1 second. There we go. Okay, so here we have iCloud. It's now installed on the machine. You can basically get all of your iCloud content onto your PC, right? So this includes your files, your photos, sync all your passwords, your bookmarks. You can stay in touch and up to date. Okay, so we're going to click get started here and it's going to ask us for our email address, phone number and password. So I'm just going to go ahead and blur that out and then log in. Okay, so I am running two-factor authentication on my iCloud, as everyone should do. I use the Yubico hardware keys for this purpose. So you obviously, depending on your two-factor authentication, you might have, an authenticator app, you might have something else. That's fine. I use a security key because I just like that extra level of security, if you can't tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on continue, and it's going to basically ask me to put the key in. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, and I'm going to click on security key for myself, and then I'm going to click on next. And then it's going to ask me for the PIN. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on the key. And then once that's done, it's going to ask me to touch the key. I'll touch the key and I will be logging into my iCloud account. Okay, it can be a little bit long-winded, but I find that having to have the physical key that you plug into your computer just that extra little bit more secure than if you were to just use an authenticator app or something to that effect that obviously could be compromised at some point in the future. So with all that being said, this is what you end up with next. See if I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you guys can see everything. I might just have to zoom in on it. Yeah, I'll zoom in. So in here you can see it says sync iCloud and photos to Microsoft Photos. Your iCloud photos will automatically appear in their own tab in Microsoft Photos and in File Explorer. A folder will be created for iCloud Photos on your PC. You can customize the location of the folder and set file format and shared album preferences in settings. I can click on advanced settings here and it's going to load up a few additional things. So in here we can see if it wants to download HDR videos or download high efficient format photos and videos. We also have shared albums. use iCloud shared albums app to share photos with people you choose. You can add, and you can turn these things on and off and so forth. Okay, I'm not going to mess around with the settings too much because this is just a tutorial video for trying to show you guys. I don't really want this on my computer. I don't need it on my computer. But of course, you know, you guys can customize these settings as you need. I'm going to go ahead and click on sync photos. That can take time because I know there are an awful lot of them. Also can sync iCloud Drive. This one is definitely more important to me. I can go again into advanced options here and we can change the location of this, but that is okay for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click sync files. We can then go ahead and sync our passwords, right? Our passwords could be synced to Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, which is my default extension. Now, I don't use the sync passwords or the passwords on the iPhone because I am actually using Nordpass, which is again another security measure that I've implemented that kind of stores all my passwords, and that is synced across my devices. So I don't need these, but if you're not using something like that and you're using, you know, the passwords on your iPhone or your iPad, for example, well, this is a great way to add that extension to Google Chrome, for example, and have all your passwords accessible on your PC. It's a great thing to have. If you're into it, I'm not going to, so I'm just going to click not now. And of course, bookmarks, again, I don't need that, but you might as might, so I'm going to click not now. Calendars is really useful, so you could basically bring in your Google Calendar and contacts and sync it to Outlook. This one I like, so I am going to go ahead and click sync calendars and contacts, and then basically it wants to let me know am I letting Apple share my analytics. I'm not going to click that, and I'm just going to click on finish. Okay, and that is it. Right now I have essentially started the process of setting and syncing up everything on the iCloud. It's going to take some time because there's obviously quite a bit of data. Let me bring that all into view here. There's going to be quite a bit of data across these things, whether that's photos, whether that's your files, any passwords, keychains, bookmarks, calendars and stuff like that, right? You can see all these settings and everything else on here. And yeah, basically that is how you would basically install iCloud on your Windows machine. Hopefully this tutorial has been useful and informative to you. If it has, make sure to hit that like button. Really do appreciate that. If you're new, subscribe for more hints and tips, whether that's on Facebook, Microsoft, or on Apple devices. You're going to want to be kept in the know. And if you haven't done so, you might find that video there quite interesting, so why not give it a click?